Welcome back to hell.
Real quick, let me do the intro. Okay.
Welcome
Well, yeah, it's
to your own podcast.
Hey, welcome to the deep freeze.
Oh, it's the deep freeze.
This is the deep freeze because all the beer boxes.
Natty Ice.
Yeah.
Keystone Light, Budweiser.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You're watching Dude Life TV. Welcome to the deep freeze. I have my buddy Grant Gilbo on the show today. We're just catching up. Haven't seen him in a while. He saved the day and filled in for my other guests that could not make it today because they were too hungover to film the early morning hungover show. So,
And to be fair, I didn't wake up until late today, and that is not usual.
yeah.
But I'm also glad to be in this corner. This is my favorite corner of the room.
Yeah, and see, that's usually Luke's corner, but Luke, you're not here, so that's Grant's corner now. Fuck you.
I call dibs.
Yeah, you got
my
dibs.
friend. Yeah, there you go.
Now
It's
see-
Golden Goat.
Golden Goat.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what it tastes like.
How big of a hit could I take?
I don't as big as you can, I guess. I don't know. I would start with like a microdose hit, but you know what? You do you.
So for you all words, for those of you that don't know, I quit smoking weed a couple months ago, but I smoke occasionally.
For those of you who don't know, which is all of you, I legally tinned it. So
Yeah. And the people watching this are probably just our close friends too. They're like, Grant, we know.
more than likely,
Like,
they make
fuck.
it this far.
They make it this far, yeah.
They make it this far.
Well, if you're this far along in the video, I just want to say thank you for sticking around because we don't know what we're doing, and
Yeah, we do.
we do now.
Shit. So let me recap this week so far in my head a little bit. It's been a really long week.
All right.
I got my car back yesterday, so that's an extreme high.
Yeah.
Um,
If you don't know, he drives a sports car, so he's a badass.
It's a muscle car.
Muscle car.
First off,
My bad.
because I got muscles,
I got muscles.
dude.
I'm
So
a limbo.
a couple weeks ago, right before vacation,
Yeah.
uh,
Vacation, where'd you go?
I went to Colorado.
Ooh.
So that's where
Typical.
Yeah.
I like
So,
the mountains.
Yeah, it was very nice. It was
Yeah.
very nice. We've actually visited like a bunch of ancient Pueblo ruins.
Ooh, I heard
And,
about them.
Yeah, so they're basically it's an ancient culture of indigenous people in the kind
Indigenous.
of Nevada, Utah, Colorado, like southwestern area
Yeah.
that lived in the canyons
Yeah.
and
Carved out
Yeah.
their buildings. and
carved
shit.
out their ruins and buildings and cities and trade points and
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff.
That's
And then,
crazy.
and then they migrated south, and I don't know what happened to them. I would say we don't, but I don't. I don't know what happened to them. I didn't. We were hiking, and we went through canyons, and
We saw some cool shit.
we saw a lot of those ruins, but I'm not going to lie. I tried to do a lot of reading, but we were in Colorado, so
Yeah,
I was doing a lot of smoking. So I probably read what happened to them at some point.
Yeah, I just
and
forgot about
just
it.
forgot.
You
But
sweated it out just like
it
this.
was a very beautiful hike through the canyons. And
You actually get to go inside all the ruins and shit?
only
Most of
like
them?
only one of them.
Okay.
Only one of them was big enough to go in,
Okay.
and
I imagine over-
non-fragile enough.
Yeah, I'd imagine over time they get kind of unstable.
Yeah, very unstable.
Be a safety
Just-
hazard.
Well, yeah, it's just canyon walls carved out to make like
Yeah.
like buildings.
Yeah.
So it was almost it reminded me of like cities in Greece that are right by the sea, kind of how they almost carve out of the hills.
Yeah.
Or like how like their houses kind of stack on top of
I
each
like
other.
that. It's kinda cool.
Similar to that. Like it's
Hmm.
it's almost like it's just a stone architecture. It's really cool. And
Well,
so the high
yeah.
of the week was getting my car back. I hit a curb
Oh.
basically. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I hit a fucking curb. Cuz it's a Camaro and you can't see out of it. It's like driving a fucking war tank through town all the
Yeah.
time. You just can't see. So
Yeah.
the back two wheels, and I'll do this for you guys. My right back wheel, when I hit the curb, at like 3 miles an hour. By the way, it wasn't. I was turning right, and I hit a curb, and my back wheel did this. So,
oh.
yeah, for you that.
I'll draw
So
a picture.
So I drove about 20 miles back home like that. Took it into the shop. They told me that my right upper control arm needed replaced, and then my adjustment arm also needed replaced. So that was a bummer. That was about near 1,000 fix. It was like about 100 off of 1,000.
That's what Grant's car looked like after the wreck.
Wait, let me see this. No. That's not what happened.
We're playing charades now, motherfucker.
So, yeah. So that was the high of the week.
Okay.
I'd say the low of the week.
Was wrecking the car?
No, because that was a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
The low of the week. I didn't get my vacation pay on my paycheck, so I'm really struggling for rent right now.
Jeez.
I'd say that's probably the low of the week, but I'll figure it out because I always do.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Well, that works.
yeah,
All right.
I mean, I sell mead.
so mead and weed.
Well, legally weed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that legally, I have a license to sell weed, and I do that.
Do you have a license to kill?
In like a did.
Did.
I did have a license. It expired, so I didn't go renew it.
Geico.
Yeah,
I mean.
I used to have a license to kill, but the license for weed, I actually work in a dispensary, so I sell it there.
Yeah.
But the meat, I don't have a license. No. I don't deliver either, but
Yeah.
that's neither here nor there. Yeah, that's highs and lows for me, really.
Okay.
I'd say another high is I was pretty high most of the week.
I said unrelated to weed.
Yeah,
Damn it.
you
You
did.
broke
I know,
the
I
rule.
just had to throw it in
You
there.
broke
But
the
no,
rule.
I got promoted, and that's probably the high of the
Okay.
week.
And was that your new job, the bud organizer, whatever you did?
Bud organizer. Yeah,
Bud
I'm in-
organizer. I'm in charge of inventory, whether or not it's there or not.
Yeah, I'm the inventory team lead.
Okay.
So I'm not only the inventory like manager, but I'm also the team lead.
That's good.
So
That's really good.
I'm kind of a manager.
Well, hey, you're
Of
moving
both.
up quick,
Yeah, well,
despite how soon it
Hopefully.
just started.
and I think it has a lot to do that I actually had a legit business in my past.
Did you?
Yeah, I was a personal trainer for like 3
Oh.
years.
My bad. I thought you just went to the gym a lot.
No, I worked there.
I thought you, yeah. You worked at the gym. I thought the gym like gave you people, in a way.
Yes,
Yes.
but
But you also kind of have to.
so now this is actually an important conversation to have.
Okay.
So
Entertain me.
I started at a small gym. Small gyms are where a personal trainer is going to thrive.
Really?
Yeah, always. Because you're always in charge of getting your own clientele. No one else is. And they usually become way more dedicated and
More focused, probably.
more focused and more personable to you and not the name of the company that you technically work for.
Yeah.
So here's the problem with working at like a big commercial
Genesis or
gym.
something.
Right, as if it were Genesis.
Yeah. We're not calling
Health
you out.
clubs. It's totally not Genesis Health Clubs, but if it was Genesis Health Clubs, let's just use them as an example. Maybe Lifetime too.
Yeah.
You're a private contractor when you're a personal trainer by
Okay.
technicality, right?
Really?
So that means your business is all you. You're responsible for the upkeep. You're responsible for keeping your clients there. No one else is responsible for your clients except you. When you move to a commercial gym, they take a larger percent of your cut. So instead of you giving the gym 20% of your pay, right, that you're bringing in, they're giving you 20% of your pay. Or as you move up in levels, like it increases like each level by like 5 to 10%, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up making about 45% of what I brought them money-wise.
Okay.
So I can sell $120,000 in training, or that's what I did sell. Let's just use an easy number to do math from. 100,000. I'm stoned.
Well, that's a
Right.
big number.
Right? 100,000, and I make 45% of that.
Yeah.
Let's say I was at that level for one whole year. I made $45,000 that year for
Yeah.
being a personal trainer.
That's damn good.
That's not.
No?
No, because I sold
Oh.
100,000.
You got me there, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could have made
So-
that and put 20 back into the company.
Right.
If you were a small gym, yeah.
Yeah. And so here's where the gym tries to get people. You're using our facility. You're wearing our name on your shirt, and we have all of the equipment that you have, right? That you're going to use your clients in. That's where all your money goes. Is you're technically paying them to give you a platform to stand on.
Yeah.
Which
They're just holding your hand.
if you've ever looked at anything like at all, like in the music industry, in acting, you don't pay your agent.
No, he's your.
He takes a cut of what he gets you, right? So,
Yeah, he works for you. You're the boss.
yes.
Yeah, your agent isn't your manager.
So here's where
You know.
large gyms have that backwards.
Okay.
They make it seem like they are your manager
Yeah.
so that they can take more money
Because
from
you
you.
work at their company.
Right. Which is the same thing if you were like talking about music agents and acting agents. They're getting you the gigs, but they only make 5% of what you got because hopefully they're working really hard to get you those gigs.
Yeah. And
So here's a problem that needs to be addressed with large gym companies. If you're taking like 50 to 80% of what I make you, you have no incentive to get me any clients.
No.
None.
It's
Because
up
you
to
don't
the person to go in there
exactly.
and sign up.
Right. So personal trainers who should have only about 10 to 15 clients now have to have 20 to 25 clients to actually make a good living. And you end up actually
that.
selling your soul to this gym because you're bringing in about 120 to 200,000 sometimes to this place.
Damn. See, my
And
mom.
you're
sorry,
seeing
go on.
you're seeing almost none of that.
Yeah.
And so now my final point is marketing. You don't do too well when people put clients in your schedule.
Okay.
And here's why. They don't meet you first. They don't meet the person who needs to market themselves, right? So when someone else, like the person who signs them up at the gym, puts them in your schedule, they are getting the impression from that person.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone else is marketing you.
Yeah.
And usually that person doesn't even fucking work out.
Yeah, they're just a receptionist.
They're
Some
just
bullshit.
like literally making minimum wage. They don't give a fuck about their life.
Yeah.
And they are not dedicated to like their job at
Yeah.
all. So
Yeah.
usually when people are put in your schedule, they show up with very, very low expectations
Yeah.
and they don't want to buy your training. They were basically told they had to use their free sessions, and that's why they're there.
Yeah.
So most of the clients I actually had and that were loyal to me, I reached out to and got in my schedule myself,
Okay.
which makes it very unfair because the gym still takes so much money from you.
Yeah. Damn.
So
I didn't know that personal trainers had it out like that. Because
Yeah.
my mom, she works at the YMCA,
Mhm.
and she just has to pay for the room.
Mhm.
Everything else is all her.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Cut and dry. They can use the equipment there and everything.
Yeah. So, and that's why I was saying just before the large gym thing, small gyms for personal trainers are where it's at.
What about
Because
local gyms? Because like I just mentioned the YMCA, and it's more of a chain like the rest of them. But
I mean, sure, it's
it's
a
also
smaller chain, though.
family and more smaller. But are there like local gyms? Are those a thing?
Yeah, no, that's
'Cause
kind of
I've
what I'm
never
talking
heard of
about.
them.
That's what I'm talking about. It's
Okay.
like neighborhood gyms and like literal training, like facilities, like personal training facilities. And
Oh,
here's
yeah.
why I'm saying that.
Those are advertised differently.
When someone goes to a commercial gym, they're going there to work out independently. When someone goes to a training gym, they are looking for training.
How to
And so that marketing already saves you
yeah.
like a lot of trouble.
I feel like there's a lot of, at least from coming from my perspective, can be a lot of confusion in that market with new people coming into
Right.
it.
So
interesting.
my kind of experience with personal training, I was actually starting to do really well at the company that was not Genesis Health Clubs. No, hey, hold on.
Fuck Genesis. Fuck you.
Okay. So that was his words. I was starting to do pretty well there, and then the pandemic hit. So you get all of this support. You get all of this like good talk to you, like about how well you're doing while you're there. And then as soon as the economy goes to shit, this job that you gave all of your money to just to work there
Yeah.
does not help you out one bit as soon as everything closes. They said, go on unemployment. We can't help you.
Damn. Fuck that, dude.
And I'm never one to look for handouts. I actually didn't go on unemployment. I went and got another job. And I'm not saying that if you went on unemployment, you're a piece of shit and you're lazy. No, I genuinely
You're a piece of shit, you lazy fuck, get a job.
But it is time now. It is time now to get the fuck back to work. So, like,
Yeah, it's just
for
time.
real, like,
Come on,
shit is slow shipping-wise. Get the fuck back to
Yeah,
work.
come on, get that Amazon job.
Don't
yeah,
support
never
that.
mind. Get the fuck
Not
outta
until
here.
they make better working conditions for their workers.
Look at me, I'm just changing my mind. Whatever he says, I copy. I don't have an opinion.
I have an agenda, and my agenda is this: make your life better for yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, fuck everyone else.
And, well,
no, seriously.
you'll need a team.
Yeah, you'll need a little army.
You'll need a
God,
team.
I'm high as fuck.
Dude, I bet. This is the golden goat, dude.
Woo!
This is loaded with pinene.
Golden.
So I used to sell supplements. So whenever I switched over to marijuana, it was a breath of fresh air. So it was a breath of fresh air because, like, now you start getting into, like, strain types and, like, what different oils do for your system that exist in the bud, right? So
Yeah.
terpenes are just the oils, basically essential oils that
Yeah,
exist
and I use those.
in nature. Yeah, in many different forms.
And I use homeopathy. I don't want to fucking hear it. Shut the fuck up. They work. Actually, I don't
They
know.
do
if
work.
fucking
It's actually it's scientifically proven.
I mean, it's just like snake venom, you know? It's
Yeah.
you take some of the venom, you dilute it, and it's nature's anti-venom. That's all it is.
So whenever terpenes like are combined with THC, that's what gets your effect from each bud. Right? So that's why you can go smoke White Widow, feel one way, and then go smoke Diesel Train and feel another.
Huh.
You know?
One thing I learned while in Colorado one time on a seed tour,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it is scientifically proven, but for me it's the case that it works. The nose knows.
The nose does know.
If you like the smell, and if it's like, oh yeah, you know, that's your weed. If you smell and it's like sour, if that's what you like, sure. But if it just doesn't hit your nose right, then don't do it. Because, like, you know, those more citrusy smelling can kind of be related to like oranges or fresh fruit. You know, carbs, energy. You know, bright highs. You know, the more
Yeah, they're very
earthy and
uplifting.
piney will be more down to earth. Your nose knows. So,
And focused.
what's your take on that?
Yes. Yeah.
focused.
No, that's exactly right.
The nose knows.
So terpenes actually do produce the smell as well, and that is exactly why you would feel that way.
And that's another. Also, I need to know this: sativa and indica. Are they bullshit? Is one sativa and is one indica?
This is a good question. I'm
I
glad
think
you
it's
asked
bullshit.
it. So, I'm glad you asked this question. So sativa and indica are just two different types of genetics for
Yeah.
a plant, right? And classically, before we started like crossbreeding and making these like super mutant fuck your senses strains,
Alaskan
that are awesome.
thunderfuck.
yeah, that are awesome. We just had very like basic genetics for these plants, and typically, on average, one would feel one way, which is more
Okay.
down to earth and sedating, and one would be more uplifting and buzzy in the head.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's kind of
but then
something
we-
that's picked up on over time. Then yeah.
Yeah, and so, and it maybe it had something to do with just indicas in general, just happened to breed some sort of terpene profile that was more sedating. But once we started crossbreeding these strains
That
to
shit
make
went out
new
the
strains,
window.
yeah, that it went out the window, but we didn't create a lingo to keep up.
Yeah.
And we are actually working on that in the cannabis industry, and we have been for like the last 20 years.
What
but
the fuck?
the whole thing is, when you're talking to a bunch of people who are smoking a sedated drug, is it's hard to keep everybody on the same page.
Yeah, and then
And-
those people that are die hard on sativa
And so-
and then indica couch. You know,
What
it's-
I've seen in a lot of companies is actually something really cool, and they started putting this on their labels, like especially for vape cartridges. And here's why: vape cartridges just usually aren't the extract of the flower that like the strain says it is. Like this is not actually Golden Goat. We'll get into that later. It is a THC distillate with terpenes added to it to create an effect that's very similar to the strain that is Golden Goat. Yeah.
complicated.
It is
I
complicated.
feel like I'd just rather smoke a joint.
So because of that complication,
Yeah.
and because it is really neither an indica or sativa, it could be both.
It could be, yeah.
No, it literally could be like many flowers mixed into one that they extracted the THC from, and it
Yeah.
probably is.
Yeah,
Because THC is THC, and it will always affect you
the same.
the same.
It's one chemical.
Yeah.
It's
When you
like-
have the other chemicals, the terpenes, it creates that entourage effect that creates a new effect. So on vape cartridges,
You're blowing a lot of fucking people's minds right now. I
So,
know that.
on vape cartridges, like they start to like post things like uplifting daytime,
Okay.
midday, hybrid type feeling,
Ooh.
and then a
I like the sound of that.
nighttime indica.
Yeah.
So, or instead of saying indica, they just say nighttime.
Yeah.
So it's either
It's more heavy of a
yeah.
high.
So it's like a start your day energetic, uplifting. Like they use keywords, and that's something we're straying more towards. And as a bud tender making a sale to somebody,
you need to be on top of that kind
it's
of thing.
better. And here's the other thing. So it's better when you bring someone in who hasn't ever smoked weed before, which happens, and I love it when it does.
That seems like be fun, yeah.
It is. When you bring them in, ask them, are you looking for something more for like an all-day experience, something that's a little bit more energizing and uplifting?
Yeah.
Are you looking for something for like the mid-afternoon
Yeah.
that's a little bit of a head rush but also that sedating body high?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you looking for something just to help you sleep? It's kind of at the end of the night, might taste really good, and you get some sleep and maybe
Yeah.
for aches and pains. And that's where we're trying to move things in
Yeah.
the marijuana industry, because it not only takes away like the, and I hate to say this because this is the stoner world and I'm a part of it, but the
Yeah.
trashy lingo
Yeah.
that's outdated and actually false at this point in time,
Yeah.
and moving into a more correct way of doing things, and also just inviting. It's just inviting to people who haven't smoked before.
Yeah.
Because if you start going like, what are you looking for, an indica or a sativa today? And this person
Yeah.
has never smoked pot before, he's not coming back.
He doesn't know what the fuck he's looking for.
He feels, first off, a little bit condescended towards, feels like you're a little bit condescending because you're throwing terms at him that he doesn't understand.
Yeah.
And they just may not like it. They're just like, I feel like these are just a bunch of like hippies trying to sell me like their product that I always thought was bad.
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
So as a bud tender, me not being a bud tender, whenever I walk into a dispensary, granted, I grew up in a state where it was illegal and still is illegal. So I've always had that paranoia of, that part of using marijuana.
I'm always paranoid.
Oh yeah, you're always gonna be paranoid, I guess. But when I go into a dispensary and I know I'm legal,
Yeah.
I guess I'm not paranoid about the law part. I think I was just getting high for a second again. Let me back up. I get nervous when I walk into the dispensary and they try talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I don't feel like I can be vocal. I just kind of go in there, I look for the cheapest, kind of most potent shit, and then get the fuck out. How do I avoid that feeling of just like scared, like these guys? I'm buying drugs in a store legally, like. Or is it going to be something that's going to be more okay with longer? It becomes more okay.
So No, that is a good question. I've actually never heard that side of things. So that's actually, and I did kind of feel a little bit that way when I went to Colorado, even though I was a bud tender at the time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, weird.
still selling weed. So it's like I was just kind of like looking at how they did things, and I looked at like how they do sales. So you got to also realize that it is a sales job to be a bud tender.
It's like selling tacos
So
on the street, you know.
probably one of the main reasons you're uncomfortable is
Poor salesmanship.
poor salesmanship is a big thing. I do feel uncomfortable when someone doesn't seem inviting. But even if they are inviting and they want you to be there and they're trying to sell you something, you don't always know they're trying to sell you something. And that itself might make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because
They're always
something
like, hey, would you like this or would you like that on top of your order? I'm like, I don't know, man.
So something I do, like let's just say you're a customer that hasn't come in and figured out exactly what they want, right? And you didn't have an online order. Either way, I'm going to be personal, right? But my first objective is to figure out exactly what feeling, what smell, what taste, flavor you are looking for.
Yeah.
And
Fuck, I don't know how I'd be able to answer that.
so
Personally, I don't know how it would.
So I will start asking very specific questions right off the bat. I'll ask them how, like, I'll address them by name because I take their.
You're like a bud therapist at that point.
More or less, yeah. In a way, it's like
You're a doctor.
well, no, no.
He's a doctor, everybody.
In a sense, it's like a doctoral duty in a way, or like a doctor's assistant.
Basic,
and it is a
care.
medical facility, so I do treat it in a very professional manner. Most of the time.
Yeah. It's not just a party drug anymore. It's,
Yeah.
It's
So
got some things.
well, and
going
a
on.
lot of people do come in with like very specific needs.
Yeah.
So that's what I address first off.
Maybe that's why I don't treat it. I don't respect it as near as much as I should. Maybe that's why I feel uncomfortable in the stores, because I saw it as just something to go get high with and play video games. You know, I don't use it medically. I just use it recreationally, I guess.
Yeah.
Would be the term. Yeah, I guess there's a difference there. You're selling
So,
medical.
That's the other thing.
So-
You can be in this. That might be another underlying feeling, is because you do use it recreationally. If you do enter a medical facility, you're gonna feel a little off because you know that you use it recreationally.
Yeah.
But this is a medical facility. Do they care? No, they don't. So most of us use it recreationally, in a sense, right?
Most time I use it when I shouldn't be using it.
Now, definitely there are times where I use it, like particularly because of like my medical reason for having it, like chronic pain, because of martial arts, weightlifting, like just staying active.
Helps me with nausea.
Yeah, it helps with a lot of things.
I love
But
working
there's
out high.
also-
I don't know why.
There's also definitely times though where I do just get high. You got to be honest with your bud tender. They don't give a shit. They also get high all the time.
Yeah,
So
what are they gonna?
So when you go in there and you're looking for like the strongest shit,
Yeah, that's probably the bad idea.
no,
No,
it's
'cause
not.
I'm trying to get most bang for my buck.
Yeah.
But is that really a thing when
No.
it comes to weed?
No, it
Because
isn't.
there's so many different types and how it affects people and what you like
At
opposed to
least
what other people
not
like.
in Missouri yet.
Yeah.
Not in Missouri yet. So here's why. Everything is expensive in Missouri.
It's twice the price.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at least
That's
twice
street
the price.
prices right now, dude.
But you have to look for specific companies that grow really well.
Yeah.
And they do exist in Missouri at this moment. But they are the steepest bud price.
Yeah.
I think once things recreationalize, we will see a lot of price reduction for sure.
Well, with recreation, just the residents of the state can grow.
yeah.
That's the cool part.
Well, the residents of the state can
Well,
grow currently.
but you have to have a card, right? Or,
Yeah, and a lot of people just do get that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. So we'll eventually see where, because I know in Colorado right now you can pretty much get best bang for your buck.
Hell, you can get $50 shake ounce. Like,
Yeah, that's if you want, right? And you can still get shakes certain places in Missouri right now.
okay.
And you can get pretty decently priced eighths. You can get about $40, $50 priced eighths.
I mean, hell,
we
it's
sell them
medical,
for
too.
$70, and it's the best weed you'll ever smoke.
That's the number I was scared of. Like $40 eighth for medical, you know, I'll do it. I ain't gonna like it.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, and that's just is what it is. So, at the moment, best bang for your buck. is it's starting to be on the horizon, right?
Yeah.
It's
getting
definitely if you use a telescope, you can see it. It's not quite here yet.
It's just sitting out there, hanging around, waiting to.
Right.
So my thought that I wrote down was medical cards and owning guns.
Oh yeah, you can do it.
You can own guns with a medical card because I don't know how much.
Not in Kansas.
No, even
But in Missouri, yes, they passed a law recently that
in
allows
Missouri.
you to do so.
So it's all judged by state because I don't know where I looked it up, but I know there was one state that it was illegal. But that's good because a lot of times, I mean, if you're a marijuana user, you're not fucking psycho, and if you need a home defense weapon, you need a fucking home defense weapon, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and the thing is like,
America,
I'm gonna own
bitch.
one anyways. So would you rather have to incarcerate me, like for just being a normal person, like with a gun, or would you like to pass a law to where I can just be a normal person with a gun? Because that's all it is. I don't know what the statistic is in America right now, but I know a large chunk of people are on medication.
Oh, it's disgusting how many people are on medication
And
how long they're on it for shit that they don't need to be on it for that long.
yeah,
I know that was confusing, but
and I'm not gonna sit here on my marijuana high horse and be like, these are the negative benefits that it doesn't have. You can get lost in the weed just as you can get lost in the sauce. And sure, it doesn't have the same atrophying effects on your muscle tissues or anything like that, right? But mentally, yes.
like my dad, he smoked weed and it negatively affected him. That's why he doesn't like me smoking weed. But then he's probably going to see this video. It's like, Dad, weed just makes me goofy. And
it is important to realize that just like any other substance, despite the non-physical effects that it doesn't have, there are mental effects that it can take over,
dude.
Right? And I've seen it happen to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's happened to me at times, and I've realized it.
Yeah.
Complacency is number one. Complacency is the first sign you usually see in a stoner who smokes too much weed.
Yeah.
Right?
What do you mean by complacency?
Complacency as in, like, they stop going through, like, their task list of the day, if they even had one. They stop going through their routine. They tend to, like, degress in how much they do in a day.
Yeah.
I guess laziness is what I mean by
I
complacency.
totally understand that. There was a whole I mean, I was young. I was a teenager, so what the fuck ever. But there was a summer where I literally just woke up, smoked, video games till 2 a.m., fell asleep, repeat.
Yeah.
All summer. And I just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, and that's also like part of being a teenager in today's society is learning lessons like that we can afford to learn.
And you're kind of spacey, you know, like.
Yeah. So
one thing I can relate to that is, like I mentioned before, I haven't bought weed. If it's offered to me, I'll smoke.
Right.
But I haven't bought weed. I used to buy an ounce like every 2 weeks and just run through that shit.
A lot of people did, yeah.
Yeah, like so many people did. But for my buddy's birthday, I bought an ounce of weed, and we went through that quick. And ever since then, my short-term memory is gone again.
Yeah.
Because I got my short-term memory back.
Yeah.
Because after I cooled down on all the substance and shit, but now it's fucking back, and I feel like I was a fucking stoner back in high school, and it's like I don't want to feel that feeling again. I just want to be high again.
Yeah.
And so now I gotta fucking not smoke until I get my short-term memory back. Then I can, dabble.
Yeah.
But.
And so this is where like a big factor comes in, and a lot of people don't realize that this is actually a negative effect on weed mentally.
Yeah.
Have you ever been really high, like after smoking a joint, and you're doing your chores, right? You're doing your daily task list.
Yeah, it's like trying to do laundry.
And at the end of the day, you're like, okay, I did everything I need to do. The next day, you look back, you're like, holy shit, I missed like I didn't clean this area that I knew sober that I was supposed to clean because I just kind of forgot it was there when I was stoned to clean. Like me, for example.
I've never done that before.
I haven't cleaned my tub yet. But I clean my house every Sunday.
Yeah.
That being, I haven't lived where I live very long, so it doesn't look like I need to clean my tub.
Yeah.
But like,
Go check out the
I should
bidet
still
episode.
clean it regardless.
Yeah.
Do I clean my toilet as much as I need to? No, I do clean it,
Yeah.
but no, I don't clean it as much as I need to. Or like, if you watch the bidet episode, you'll notice that we start like talking about how the underside of this toilet is gunky as fuck.
Like, who cleans
It's
the
like,
underside of a toilet?
No one cleans that. So we were undoing like the straps to the toilet to like keep the seat on from underneath. And who knows how many people had lived in this apartment before me.
Mm-hmm. And how many people
And
clean
who
the
knows what was
undercarriage?
even on my fingers at that
Oh,
point
yeah,
in time.
Yeah. You were
God
wearing gloves at one point, but then you took them off. You're like, fuck it, I'm
couldn't.
barebacking.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the same grip. I had to.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever kind of goop that was on the underside of my toilet
feces pudding.
was because of complacency. Whether that was brought on by marijuana or not, I could have thought to clean there. You know? And I guess that could be like, that's a really high standard probably for a lot of people.
We were really high when we did it though too. But
That
like,
is
we could have sprayed it down with something.
that is true.
It would have taken like 10 seconds.
But
totally
if I
forgot.
remember correctly, we were smoking a sativa that day.
I mean, we were smoking before we got there too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just went against my own rule that I just laid out in this podcast. I was smoking a more uplifting, energizing strain that day.
Canceled.
Yeah. Fuck me, huh? Hypocrite. So even I still do it. Even I still do it, folks.
Hey, me too.
We
Me too.
we're gonna say indica sativa because we've been saying it our whole life,
Those-
and so has everyone else.
Those
so.
pre-rolls up at the gas station, they say sativa indica. So I'm like, well, obviously I want the fucking one that's, I still do it too.
Yeah.
Because I can't open the pre-roll packages to smell them. So
Yeah, it's about trying to get everybody on the same page. It's really hard to do.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And I don't even think they should be selling them at the gas station. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's well, you can always count on gas stations to sell the most sketchy items and also most untrustworthy
Yeah,
items.
dude. Those fucking. Remember back in high school, those little foos, vapes we used to fucking use? Those things. Those will kill you.
Yeah.
They're so bad.
Well, they also were the reason the K2 pandemic happened. And I call it a pandemic because I lived in a small town where, like, it was white trash town, right? And not everybody was white trash. I'm sorry, the folks that aren't white trash that live in this town,
Yeah.
that are my friends.
We love you,
But
but you might be fat.
there was a K2 pandemic, and other people would also hear this called spice, a synthetic marijuana plant.
Yeah.
Or actually, it wasn't a plant. It was basically just a paper that was sprayed with this synthetic chemical that was legal to sell.
It was advertised as incense or something similar.
Right. And so a lot of, like, cool mystical shops sold it. A lot of gas stations sold it.
Yeah, like a lot
And
of magic
it
shops.
attracted not only just teenagers, but, like, meth heads. So
Would they
you
mix
ha-
it with the meth?
I'm not sure.
All right, never mind.
Some people probably did,
Yeah.
but a lot of people on probation in particular
Oh,
loved this substance
gotcha.
because it was legal.
And it was
And
apparently it was like an
And
instant high.
every time they illegalized it, they would just change the synthetic compound, re-release it. It was something else. So this thing, I smoked it a few times here and there, right? I was never a regular user, but I probably can count on one hand the amount of times I've used this thing. Twice.
But
See,
I'll admit I've done it twice. But the first time I did it, I didn't. He told me to take a tiny hit, so I took a tiny hit. I didn't feel a thing because it was like, I'm not kidding. It was fucking tiny.
So have you ever gotten high off of it?
There was one time we slowed the bowl. I took one big hit.
Didn't feel like marijuana, did it?
No, I was
No.
hallucinating, dude. There was
Yeah.
fucking. It was dark out, and we were by the train tracks.
Yeah.
And there was. I was having a good time. I wasn't
Yeah.
scared or nothing. I was vibing. This is awesome. But there's fucking bats that there weren't bats, but it looked like there's fucking bats flying at my eyes, and
I'm gonna look up the chemical compound
I-
of K2
it was insane. All I remember is I had a good time though.
because I want to know what it was.
Not that I want to do it again, parents. I'm sorry.
No, I don't want to do it again. It was actually a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's why I called it a pandemic, is because this wasn't a healthy substance in any way, shape, or form.
We need to get a urinal in here.
It completely made you dissociate. Well, we're drinking.
For a second.
So it was called K2 or Spice. I guess that was the two main names for it. So they were synthetic cannabinoids. So in a sense, they were similar in compound to a THC or CBD molecule.
I got a quick question for all the scientists out there. I mean, if you have access to all these chemicals and you know their compounds and you can manipulate that, what can you make out of what? Where does the line stop? You know, like if you can just create a chemical that's similar to cannabis without using cannabis, what else can you do?
Oh, they can do a lot. So synthetic cannabinoids are a part of a group of drugs called new psychoactive substances. Yeah. So NPS. NPS are unregulated mind-altering substances that have become newly available on the market. This is an old article.
What year?
And are intended, I don't know, to produce the same effects as illegal drugs. Some of these substances may have been around for years but have been re-entered into the market in altered chemical forms or due to renewed popularity. So, whatever K2 was, felt nothing like that, right? they didn't feel. They felt like taking a bad psychedelic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree. I don't know why I felt like I don't remember having a bad time, but I remember the memory of it's just
It made
trip.
What it did to my body was almost like an amphetamine type of effect.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
that
what
was
it
the
did
first
to-
time I've ever felt
And it
that.
definitely like gave me a euphoria
Yeah.
of sorts.
It tricked me
But it
into
was a very distorted like
Yeah.
sense of self that I had. And it was kind of terrifying. And I felt like I was in a video game one of the times, but like not a good one.
Yeah, that's why all I remember is looking
I
at
got
the
in a
trees.
fight once on K2. So
What the fuck?
well, yeah. Yeah. So, and me and this dude are really cool now. He lives over in Illinois, where weed is also legal. Calling you out. I'm coming. And he was just, I don't know, he just decided one week to tell me that he could whoop my ass.
Yeah, whoop your ass. Oh, I got like 3 friends like
that's
that.
just what he was doing. And maybe it was some behavior I was having, like in general, like maybe I was like a cocky dude or something, and I needed someone to tell me that. I don't know. I don't know how I was acting at the time. Probably not great,
Yeah.
but I was just like, no, you can't. like I'm physically active. Like I wrestled my brother my whole life.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah.
14.
It's like you're just looking at this
So-
guy like, I mean, are you serious? Like,
So
not in a cocky way, just like.
we
man,
go do this drug deal
Oh,
for K2.
damn. A drug deal for K2, yeah.
And
It's had to buy it out in
we
Missouri.
leave this basketball game because we decide that we're not gonna fight, because I was like, dude, why are you like we don't need to fight, like we're friends,
Yeah.
but like if you want to fight, we can go behind the rock pile over there, like at the water plant.
Let's fucking have a fucking fist.
And so we finally got to like the point to where we were just like, that's stupid, there's no need to do this is dumb, right? So we go do this drug deal. We leave this basketball game at the high school. And as we're walking back up to the high school, we're a little high on K2. We smoked in the woods. And he starts doing it again.
Oh.
And so I'm just like, you know what? Rock pile.
Rock pile.
We're going to the rock pile, dude. Because I am not going to let you just all week talk shit on me and like tell me that you can beat my ass when I know I can't. I know you can't.
Yeah.
So We go behind the rock pile. And he's a big, heavy dude at the moment, but he doesn't lift weights or anything. And I was a weightlifter at the time.
Yeah.
Like I was in football. Like I was pretty. I'm a 5'6", but I was pretty big for my size.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care about your size because my brother's heavier than you.
Yeah.
Like he throws like a kick in my side. Definitely hits my ribs because he's taller than me, so it doesn't take much to kick me in the ribs.
Okay.
And he throws the other kick. He tries the same move twice. I grab the leg, take him down. I literally get on top of him, mounted position on his chest, and I hit him twice in the face. And then he calls it.
Oh.
And then it was actually really, I wish it was on camera.
Yeah.
So it was actually a very funny way it happened. I was just like, because I punched, because we were friends, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I do care about this person.
Dude,
I just needed to get my point across.
I got a buddy just like that. I told him on Halloween we're fighting. You give me a couple months to lift weights, on Halloween we're fucking fighting.
So I'm like, are we good?
Yeah.
Like after punching him twice in the face,
Yeah.
and he's just like, yeah, we're good. I'm like, I fucking love you, bro. So, he goes, I fucking love you too, man. And then we just get up and we go back to this basketball game. Like nothing happened.
That's how it is, dude. Like I didn't talk to one of my buddies for fucking maybe a month or two because he just pushed my buttons to a point where I couldn't fucking take it anymore.
Yeah.
And so I found a button to push on him, and he fucking lost his shit. And I'm like, dude, you're telling me you can do this to me, but I can't do it to you? And he fucking threatened to put me in the hospital, all this shit. I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking with this bullshit. But anyway, I saw him months later, and we're like, he's like, bro, man, we're too close to, we've been knowing each other too long. I'm like, yeah, I still fucking hate you.
Yeah.
And we were cool. We hung out, and we had a cookout that night. And later, he was like, hey, so you gonna unblock me? I'm like, nah. You have me on Instagram. You hit me up there.
Yeah.
It took some time to get over it, but, we're still best friends, and we will be. And like I said, Halloween night, we're going to have our first fucking fight, and we're going to film it, and it's going to be good. We're going to hug it out.
Shout out to that guy. He's actually doing pretty well in his life right now, it seems. He's lost a lot of weight. He's gotten into shape.
Hey.
He seems to have a good girlfriend. It's good for him.
Women are the devil.
He's
I love
living in
you.
another state. He moved shortly after that, unfortunately. Now, we were cool after that because it was just settling something.
Yeah.
It was kind of nice. It was needed.
Just, some tension. You gotta
And
get
so,
out there.
we've stayed in touch over social media over the years.
Yeah.
And just kind of, loosely message each other.
I don't know. That works.
Yeah, punched him in the face. Punched a lot of people in the face, James.
I have.
I'm working on it.
I really haven't gotten into any fights in my life. I'm usually I don't like fighting. Well, I've never really been put into the corner where I have to fight.
Yeah.
And of course, I want to fucking knock people's fucking jaws out every day. But at the same time, I'm a just very calming guy, and I just want to keep peace. And
Well, so don't take this the wrong way, but it is absolutely where you grew up. You were able to. It's when I moved to Johnson County.
yeah, you're wrong there.
I didn't see a fight ever again.
I grew up.
You grew up in the rougher part of Johnson County, I would say.
Dude,
But that's not
I
that
grew
rough.
up with a neighborhood pool and eating fucking sugar cereal, and I got mad when someone took my toy.
That's the rougher side of Johnson County.
You should see my fucking photo albums and the Christmas presents I got growing up, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm a spoiled ass fucking kid. I got my truck. My dad sold me his fucking truck to me for $100.
So yeah, the main
I'm
difference.
sorry, real quick. I'm very
you're good.
grateful, but yeah, of course I'm spoiled. But I know the fucking value of $1.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
That is.
Fuck,
Yeah, you're very grounded.
And maybe I'm not spoiled. Maybe I'm just lucky. I die hard, believe in God, and I believe in the blessings. And I'm spoiled. Maybe it's God. I don't know. Anyway,
Well, so the point I was getting to was not that, but I believe given the circumstances,
Yeah.
you would probably have done the same in your life.
yeah.
So
and
it's not the
people
it's
I
not
grew
the
up with.
privilege I'm trying to narrow down.
I don't take it.
as a point.
No.
It's the It's the circumstances.
Okay.
And circumstances are different everywhere.
Yeah, because the kids I grew up around too, they all
Yeah.
were the same situation I did, and so like we didn't really have a reason to fight. I mean, hell, my high school, DeSoto, we grew up in.
So
There was only like 3 fights.
This is a trivia for the people out there who don't know who John Brown is. I was from a town in Kansas where John Brown is almost worshipped like a god.
Who is John Brown?
John Brown
Can
was
I
an
Google him?
abolitionist,
Okay.
1840s, 1850s, that was going around killing border ruffians and like killing people who were pro-slavery. Yeah, he was killing slave owners and
Right on.
pro-slavers.
Hell yeah.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So I'm actually like from, in morality, one of the less racist small towns.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I can claim that. The town was it was also a smaller town. It was surrounded by dikes, which are levees. Which
Oh, I thought you were
hold-
talking about.
No, not lesbians. So it's surrounded by levees, which hold river water from just drowning the city out. So we
Yeah.
basically lived in like a basin that was protected
You live
by
in a
hills.
swamp.
And so the town's not growing anywhere.
Yeah, you can't really expand. No.
Where is it going to grow? It can't. So we also were home to the state hospital,
Okay. Oh.
right? So that's where all the mental patients go.
Oh.
Yeah. And escape.
Yeah.
So that's sectioned off, though, by a river. So that's on the other side of the river.
The river Styx.
Yeah. Yeah, the river Styx. And, no, the Marais-des-Cygnes River. Marais-des-Cygnes. Marais. Yeah, so that's my French heritage coming through there. It's terrible. I'm Cajun, actually, but I'm not because I grew up in Kansas,
I'm a Russian Canadian.
so I'm confused.
My great great grandmother was an African American.
So the point of all that, the description of where I'm from is
I'm part black.
we were a rowdy bunch. We were like the way we would get our points across to each other was just fighting it out, man.
Yeah.
Just fight it out. And something I do respect about that, even though I'm glad I'm away from it, is we never resorted to weapons. At least
That's good.
there were a few instances weapons were pulled,
Yeah.
but like typically
Oh,
we
God.
didn't resort to weapons. Now someone did get stabbed as soon as I moved away,
Yeah.
but I wasn't there.
And how,
so.
what was your kind of age range that all that shit went down?
About
at that
11
time?
to 18.
Okay. There's some side notes I got with that. This last like 2 years, there's been instances with my friend group where,
I'm 23 by the way now. It's been a while.
yeah, a couple years, but like 2-3 years ago, there's been instances with my friend group where fucking guns been drawn, and knives. I'm like, bro, this ain't cool. I know you ain't gonna shoot nobody, but do not pull a fucking gun on somebody unless you plan on pulling that fucking trigger.
That is a rule.
Yeah.
That is a rule that has not been told enough in the city.
One of my buddies, you know who I'm talking about, fucking pulled a gun out and accidentally fired a shot right next to his fucking ear.
Yeah.
And they're all drunk as fuck. I'm like, "Dude."
Trigger discipline.
Huh?
Trigger discipline. That's
Yeah.
something else. Okay, so
This is
trigger-
really a lot of information we're just going to throw out there for the public, but fuck
so
it. This is
trigger
good.
discipline is simple. Until you pull the trigger, your finger is on the side of the barrel.
Yeah. You know how that works?
And literally all you got to do to pull that trigger is bam, you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
You just like normal.
Can't really accidentally do that.
You can't accidentally pull the trigger if your trigger's on the outside of the gun.
All right, we got a caller. Hey, you're on the deep freeze. What's up?
It's chilly. What are you doing?
We're podcasting. What are you doing?
Just got done making my food.
Come over.
Alright.
All right, bro. Just call me when you get here.
Alright. Bye.
Bye. Welcome back to the Deep Freeze. We're here back with Lucas, Luke Moore.
What's up?
You're watching Dude Life TV.
Now, if I had a
Fuck's
brew.
mead.
So it's like a honeyed wine. So
Oh, it's that
alcohol.
like Renaissance wine shit.
Yeah.
basically, yeah. So like it was like one of the first alcohols like us simple monkeys learned how to brew, and like way back in ancient Greece they were even brewing like this kind of shit. Like it's instead of grapes as your fermenting element for the sugar, you use honey. and then it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that,
I bet it's a little bit sweeter.
holds
it's
the
a little
taste.
sweeter.
Yeah.
Typically, you can make a dry mead though, but it definitely has a different flavor profile for sure.
So is that considered like a yellow wine then?
I don't know.
I wouldn't say. I think it's just a different
no,
wine
that
all
would have
together.
something to do with like grape. 'Cause
Like
I
light
think
wine, white wine.
Well,
golden wine.
that's white wine.
By
essentially.
technicality, it is a wine.
Yeah.
It is just a specific like type of wine.
Yeah, it's a different sugar.
Yeah. There's many ways you can make it. You can put fruit in it. You can put seasonings in it. You can put seasonings and fruit in it.
So
can
could
do-
you make it in prison?
Probably not
maybe.
well. Probably not like as good as I'm able to do it.
Like you can't just mix it up in the toilet bowl?
Yeah,
No.
toilet wine.
Not able to do that. Yeah. I mean, you could, but you'd probably get like sick, like terribly sick.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Like more sick than hungover sick. Like you're about to die from like dysentery kind of sick, you know, because you just ate E. coli.
Oh, that's no good
I
for
mean,
nobody.
well, they drink that shit in prison though. Like, how are they not getting?
Well,
E.
they
coli?
don't do it in the toilet bowl. They actually do it in the back chamber of the toilet.
Oh, okay.
I know because I went to prison. No, I'm kidding.
Did you make that?
I was the number
It's actually
one
where I learned how to do
toilet
this.
wine dealer. Watch that.
No, I don't know. That was explained to me. That's probably. I don't even know if that's correct information. It's just what I was told
Beats
by
me.
someone who I asked who went to prison. But you know, you can't trust those people
No, because they always want to fuck.
depending
with you.
on what they went to prison for.
Yeah.
Either way, you still can't trust them. They went to prison.
True.
But
Yeah.
Like, fuck. If they're a criminal, don't trust them.
Well, there's a lot of marijuana criminals that went to
That's
prison.
not a criminal.
But they went to prison nonetheless.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
you gotta, yeah.
We're working on that though.
Yeah, I got it now. We left off with your talking about your hometown, beating up your friend. It was all good and shit. And then I was telling you, there's this one guy that we're gonna fucking fight on Halloween.
Oh hell yeah!
That's this guy.
Yeah, I'm fucking ready to fight.
Because
him.
he's got
You guys are scheduled to fight.
Halloween.
Yeah, we're scheduling each other right now.
So you're both fighting
I
on
gotta-
Halloween? Or are you scheduling fighters to fight?
No,
you?
we're just fighting each other.
'Cause
He's
he's always
scared
like,
to fight.
I'll beat your ass. I'm like, dude, give me a couple months. I'll hit the gym every day after work, and then we'll fucking box. You know,
I'm ready. I've been trying for years, man. I'm
he's
waiting.
been trying to beat me up for years.
Can I coach this?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can I like be your like
Only one person can get you though.
what?
Yeah.
I can train both of us.
No.
No.
It's
no.
a
Can I-
fight, bro.
I mean,
you don't go
like-
to the same camp.
I mean, like, I'm not talking about like camp coach. I'm talking about like be your referee.
Oh hell yeah!
Can I be the referee?
Only if you
of
dress
this?
up like Chris Pontius.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'll,
that's true.
I'll dress up however you want.
You do kind of look
I'll,
like him.
I'll be
That's what I'm saying.
I'll be the ring girl and the referee at the same time.
Yep.
Why would
get him-
Tanner be the ring girl?
Yeah. We'll have Taylor. He'll put on tutu.
No, I'm gonna put on a thong,
Yeah, you better, man.
a
Thong.
male thong.
Confederate flag male thong.
There we go. There we
I'm
go.
fucking ready.
That's conflicting.
I stole
and
that
I don't
from
think
Jackass.
most people would like that.
Well, we got to
No.
set you up for a fight that night too.
Hey, I just
We
ordered
got to
some
set you up
flags
for a
to
fight
hang
that
up.
night.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, we're grilling that. Dude, we're going to build a ring in your backyard and everything.
No, we're just gonna fight, bro.
No boxing gloves.
Wait, hold on. Are you guys boxing?
Yeah.
I'm not boxing.
No,
I thought we were boxing.
no.
Or MMA.
I'm down.
With
There's a
What's
gloves.
4
the
ounce-
rules here? Have
There's
you
some-
guys discussed this?
I don't know how to fight. I don't know nothing about it.
Are you guys okay.
All I know is
I mean, honestly,
all I know
originally
is
I
he
thought
says
about
he
just
can beat
doing,
me
like-
up, and I'm going to fucking...
So there's
I thought about just wrestling him at first, but like, if you guys want to fight, dude, I'm ready to throw some hands.
That's what I'm saying.
So, okay. So let's figure out what sport we're doing here. 'Cause-
Okay, well, here, let me get a list
All the
here.
above.
There's your broken car.
So you're wanting to mix martial
That was a
arts,
waste of paper.
which is fine.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever. Wrestling
But that's
or
to be-
MMA.
Okay.
All right, what's the best form of fighting? Because he says he can beat me up, and I'm
We can go
like,
submissions only.
yeah, he can.
Brazilian.
Yeah,
I'm
I would
down.
love that.
What the fuck's
Let's
that?
do it.
All right, bet.
What's that
Grappling.
mean?
Huh? Grappling. So
Yeah, you told me. But
okay.
It's gonna be fun, bro. All right, so you're pretty much just wrestling
no,
the
he
whole time.
told me. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's everything but striking.
Let's do it.
I guess that would
that
be
way
the best.
you guys can keep your friendship.
No. Wrestling would be the best way to go because
It
that
would.
is more shown of strength and power, rather than getting a lucky shot to the jaw that fucking hurts like a fucking.
That's true.
I've
So-
never been punched before.
Now
so
here's an important thing. Are we doing pins or are we not doing pins?
No, submissions only.
Because I don't like pins because I fight for my back a lot.
Submissions only.
I'm
Okay.
just here to work out, and then on Halloween I'm fighting or wrestling. You gotta make the rules. I don't know how to do it.
Only thing my concern is just exterior damage to the head. That's all I'm concerned.
We'll
about.
wear
that's fine.
no,
For you
we'll,
guys.
we'll wear dirt
No,
bike
it's fine.
helmets.
And blood. It's
No,
alright.
dirt bike helmets. We'll wear the dirt bike helmets.
Are you guys wrapping hands? Or are you
Gloves.
doing gloves?
Honestly,
Those big boxing gloves.
no, just like
Wrestle
some-
with the
just-
big boxing
no,
gloves.
just some
That'd be
4
fucking
ounce
hilarious.
gloves. We'll just go for
So
it.
MMA gloves?
Hmm?
Yeah. Okay. So MMA fingerless padded gloves.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But I can't punch with my left hand.
You're
It
not
hurt-
throwing punches.
It hurts my thumb.
Wait. So if we're not okay, so are we striking or not striking?
I don't know, actually, James. You want to strike?
Maybe we should talk about the fight later.
No,
No,
let's
this
do
is
it
a,
right now.
this is a great time.
Okay.
This is a great subject.
Do you want
Yeah.
to strike?
I just want to beat the shit out of you.
All right. We'll do striking.
Okay. It's gonna hurt. I know. It's gonna hurt like fucking hell.
No, it's actually not. So here's why. So if you actually get like hit here and like in the nuts and like knees, like elbows and shit, that stuff hurts. And that
Oh, like,
pains.
are we?
But when you get your shit rocked, actually, you don't really feel it because your brain's getting jiggled around. So the connection of nerves
I just don't
and brain
want.
actually don't work
I don't
that
want to have
well.
to deal with like a broken jaw or anything like
All right,
that.
no headshots.
Yeah.
Mouthpieces, or if you're gonna do headshots.
Mouthpieces, definitely.
Yeah, it's up to him. if he
No
wants to do
jaw.
headshots. All right, no headshots.
You can go, maybe neck. Just don't fucking slip up. I'm worried now.
So another thing is, if you're kneeling on the ground
Okay.
and you're standing
Mhm.
and you have them in a position, in the UFC, it is illegal to knee someone.
Oh yeah, you can't
from a-
knee on the
from a
ground.
standing-
Yeah.
Oh
to
no! If
kneeling
you're on the
position.
ground, I don't want to. You gotta get
Cool.
back up.
All right, perfect.
I feel
Sweet.
this is.
This is gonna be a
No.
No. I mean, you can go onto the ground with them, but you can't
Yeah.
kick them while they're like not up. You can't kick them with both knees on the ground.
Yeah.
So,
Damn it.
or I think it's one knee. I don't know. Actually,
Yeah, that makes sense.
maybe one.
It's like I knock you to the ground. I ain't gonna just beat the shit out of you unless you get back up and get in the fuck
Yeah.
position.
So
If I knock you out.
So if
So
you
that's
knock him to
something
the
to
ground
consider.
and you stand up, then you go after him on the ground. Is that?
hold on. Ask for that again.
So if you're standing up and you knock him to the ground, like he falls,
Yeah.
you're not taking him down. So you're standing when he's on the ground. Can you go after him while he's on the ground?
like on his back.
I mean, typically
Or
it turns
belly.
into grappling
Okay.
from
Oh,
there.
okay, where you
But like,
try to
it
wrestle.
turns into like a grappling, like striking from above. Like,
Yeah.
I would say if you guys are gonna do MMA, let's use UFC rules.
Okay,
here.
I don't.
But
I
there's
don't think
no
I want
headshots,
to
though.
learn how to fight just to fight you. I just
We,
want
we
to.
got 2 months, bro.
I just want to get
So
gloves on and just.
We're hyping it, bro. Come on.
You guys can literally like, as long as you follow like a specific, it's basically a gentleman's rule set. It doesn't mean you need to know how to fight. It just means
Okay.
I am going to
if you-
train.
if you follow this rule set, then you probably won't cause permanent damage to the other person.
Okay.
That's really what it is. It's a gentleman's like, we're gonna fight another day kind of thing, or not be
You
like
go till
completely
someone's
fucked
worn
up.
out.
Yeah.
Like, essentially, is what it is.
Yeah.
Or till someone says, "Dude."
Or you
just
get a
don't-
knockout, or you get a
Yeah,
submission, bro.
knockout. But we're not doing headshots.
We'll do
so-
rounds, bro.
Yeah, we'll get a ring girl. Well, yeah, Tanner. Wait,
Yeah, he's a
no,
ref,
yeah.
bro. You got it right.
You can do both.
We'll do 3 rounds of 5
Forgot.
minutes. We'll do 3 rounds of 3 minutes, actually. Fuck that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's
That's
3
a
rounds
lot.
of 5 minutes is what we do in jiu-jitsu, and
I won't last.
that's tough.
Yeah, I can
I'll
outrun
be
you.
gas, bro.
We
Like
do-
2 minutes.
Fuck
in.
yeah, I could just
Yeah.
wear you out and then finish them off.
I was gonna say someone else will have to do the timer and call it that way. I'll be busy, like actually, like in there.
Reffing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you fighting in, huh? What are you gonna fight in?
Honestly, some swim trunks.
Swim trunks. That's
Yeah.
a good choice.
Yeah.
Going shirtless.
Mm, depends on I'm feeling that day. I might go shirtless just to fuck with them.
Yeah, you gotta have the courage.
Yeah.
But that's stupid because it's gonna be Halloween. I'm wearing my Batman onesie. You get your ass kicked by Batman, motherfucker.
Yeah, we should dress up for this.
I'll
And
wear
I got
my
a
gi.
mask.
Do what?
I'll just wear my gi.
Oh shit.
Hey, I got a loincloth you can wear.
Honestly, I'll just wear my gi because that's
What's
what I'm
that?
comfortable fight. It's what I will fight in. It's
Do
the
you
karate.
have to wear that?
Yeah. Well, in gi. Yeah.
Okay. Do you not do no gi?
I don't. It's extra.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I wouldn't think it would be extra.
Maybe it isn't, but it's like a weird. Like it's only in the evenings, and it's like at a time I can't make because I'm at work.
No, I gotcha. That shit's more serious too, though.
Not really.
Really?
No.
Well, you got the clothing
just-
and shit on the gi.
It's a different game. That's all it is. It's like the same moves, but just different grips. That's
Okay.
all. Yeah.
That's not too bad though.
Yeah. So like even without a gi, I still know like at least 4 different ways to strangle you. Like
At
wanna
least
move to
I
that
know
side of the
4
table.
different ways.
but
to
like I don't
strangle
want
you.
to strangle you. You know what I mean? Like I like you.
I'm getting nervous, man.
I'm sorry.
strangle him.
Uh,
Fuck.
But there's some really fun ones. So that's another thing. When someone gets you in a submission, live to fight another day.
No,
That
fuck
is-
that.
That is don't, because that's the thing. Submissions, if you don't tap, your shit'll break.
Oh, it depends. I don't think he's that good though.
See, I used to.
I'm just
have-
saying about me when I
Oh,
fight
yeah.
somebody.
Oh yeah. If I going against someone that like like has experience is a lot different. Like I don't think James is gonna be able to do anything. I'm too big.
Wait, so does anybody like fight?
No.
No,
Okay.
this is all bullshit.
No,
But
I'm not
we're
talking about
all
like
fighting.
you two, but like anybody else who's fighting.
No, not really.
Cool.
Yep.
Got good chances.
You got great chances.
We can get Tanner.
Me, I got
That
the
would-
power
that
of
would
God
be-
behind me.
I would-
So
Lanky dudes are hard to fight.
He got Brazilian experience too.
Good.
Yeah. Actually, that would be a good match.
Tanner would be a good
Ooh.
match.
We could do it Brazilian
tall.
jiu-jitsu. Does he have a gi still?
I think he does actually.
Sure, I'm
Ooh.
sure he does.
A little karate outfit, James.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Mhm.
I'm sure
Yeah.
he does, but who knows?
I was gonna say.
If anything, you guys can wear like caveman costumes.
I was gonna say we could like do a jiu-jitsu. Like me and him could do like a jiu-jitsu match.
Yeah.
You got to do no gi though.
Oh yeah, I want to see you guys arm wrestle too.
Oh, I'm weak as fuck right now, dude. I cannot. I mean, this isn't a good.
You'll break the
wrestling-
fucking
yeah,
table.
I was gonna say, this is downward pressure. Fucked.
Yeah. This is
Um,
not ideal.
but
Oh well.
now Tanner, if you do watch this, which you probably won't,
Yeah, you
He's a
pussy.
bitch.
I don't have anything against you.
You're a
I just
bitch.
get excited when I meet someone else who has done jujitsu,
Yeah.
and I want to challenge jujitsu them. It's nothing personal.
Yeah. And then y'all can go get Coke and ice cream afterward.
I just kind of want to put you in a triangle. I challenge you. I challenge you to jujitsu.
Cancel.
Now give him that snippet. Just send it over.
Oh yeah, I'll edit it out. Fuck.
He's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'll fucking fight him."
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
And I'm over here like,
He probably will.
let's wrestle, let's roll.
Let's wrestle.
We call it rolling.
Roll. Let's go roll.
Yeah.
It's
See, me and
very
Luke-
friendly, honestly. It's like a, it is.
See, when me
There's
and
no
Luke go
way.
roll, we talking
Yeah.
about something else. You know.
Yeah, a little bit of weed.
A
Yeah.
little bit of weed.
Dude, I'm gonna roll out of bed. I'm gonna roll this joint, and then I'm gonna roll you up,
Oh, I get it
Oh,
now.
shit.
and then I'm gonna roll out.
I feed you, I fuck you. But
If you're hearing this,
pussy.
I'm gonna roll up. I'm gonna roll you up. Then I'm gonna roll this joint, and I'm gonna roll the fuck out. That's how it's gonna go. All right.
Yeah,
Me
he's
and
got a
you.
Camaro, bro.
October 31st,
Yeah. Halloween night.
Halloween
Fight
night,
night.
What day? is
Fright
that on?
night.
Good night. We gotta look at that up. Yeah.
Hold
It's
on.
a- it's a whole-
I don't
Pause that
care.
date. Tanner.
I'm
Pause
asking.
that date.
work.
I'm getting work off for that shit, dude. It's
Yeah, I was
fight
gonna
night.
say I don't know if I'm working or not. Actually, I could totally be working and then not be able to fight you. So
No, it's fight night. You're
I don't
getting
wanna look
work
like a
off. I'm gonna
fool.
call your work and
Oh,
say,
it's on a Sunday.
bet.
bet. Nice. We're fucking.
Who's that chick in your wallet?
What chick in my wallet? That's
Yeah.
me, bro.
Oh. I'm fucking with you.
I know I have a beautiful driver's license picture.
What state is that?
That's Missouri.
It looks like Wisconsin.
It's
worse.
It's worse. The only good thing about Missouri is that weed is legal. Well, Brookside is just Prairie Village in
Yeah.
Missouri. That's all it is. It's Prairie Village that bled over into Missouri. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it
It's
is.
like a big fat
It's
poopy.
the same rich people.
They pay less
That's-
taxes on their homes.
Yeah, that's it. It's just a lot of them own businesses in Kansas too, which is fucking hilarious.
That's tax
In
evasion.
Johnson County, yeah, it's tax
Hey.
evasion, yeah, 100%.
Fuck it.
Great, it's wonderful.
Yeah. Capitalism.
I mean,
Let's
I
go.
can't blame them.
No.
I would do the same thing.
Do what you gotta do to survive, man. Fuck.
What do you get taxed more if you live in the same state your business is in? Or what's going on
Shit if
there?
I know.
Actually, I have no fucking clue how that works, dude.
I don't think. I've
Actually, now that you brought that up, dude, I have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about.
So I don't think it's really tax evasion because they're paying taxes on two separate properties themselves
Yeah,
and
wait
a
a
business.
minute. Back
Wait a
it
minute.
up.
Back up.
Rewind the fucking tape
Clear
here.
my head here first.
Oh, I don't know if that's gonna clean it out.
It tastes like bubble gum.
Some
Whoa.
golden goat.
Yeah, I'll take a hit.
Oh, okay. So it's hot box time right here. So what are we doing during the hot boxes?
I thought it was the ice box.
Well, I know, but he wrote it down.
Fuck, we had a whole fucking idea for that, and I only wrote hotbox.
Yeah, you did.
This is what happens, man. I was
Who's
actually
it?
talking about this earlier with marijuana. The negative effects.
Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really do this, but I'm gonna do it.
Effects is we forget shit. All the
Oh, we're gonna
goddamn
call that
time.
skit hotbox.
Oh.
I think it was what we were just doing. I don't know what the fuck we were talking about actually. What was that subject called?
We were talking about fighting for a while.
Oh yeah, the fight. Hotbox is. Was it the stories? All right, hold on. Keep talking, boys.
So. Yeah, it looks like we can roll, Tanner. As long as it's before like 8 p.m.
It'll be October. We gotta do it before sunsets,
Yeah, if we can do it before sunset.
and it might be cold, so who knows?
Yeah, it will be pretty cold. So.
We might have to do it here.
In here?
Yeah, we'll put like a swimming pool down and fill it with lube.
Dude, that's a terrible idea.
I'm saying.
I can't choke anybody out in a lube pool. They'll just slip out every time. Then I'll get my shit rocked.
Dude, that shit's slippery.
Yeah.
Like ultra fucking.
It's so slippery.
It's like more slippery than dish soap.
What the fuck was that called?
I mean, all I remember was the
Oh,
fog
well-
machine.
So how are you going to train for this fight?
Oh, I'm just gonna smoke some pot. Well, obviously, that's my diet for it. Like my steroids, but it's legal.
Yeah.
Other than that, honestly, just do some cardio. Just run.
Do sprints.
Ah, fuck that. My
Oh,
legs.
that's what you're going to need. That's the cardio that's going to translate.
You're right. You're right. I'll just turn the treadmill all the way up.
Hills.
No, fuck.
Dude. You wanna train
it might-
for this,
It might
right?
be an incline. I don't know. Other than that, probably just lift some weights. Yeah.
Lifting weights is pretty good. Keep your strength up.
Yeah.
Sounds so boring.
Yeah, it's a simple workout.
What are you going to do to train for this, huh?
Well, I'm gonna do some coke, and hit the bar, and maybe eat a couple Slim Jims, and after that I'm hit the gym and go watch some Futurama.
This is
And
going to be a tough match.
like,
This is going to be a really tough match. I think you guys have a very similar training schedule. And I think that you're definitely
no, we fucking
Definitely have
work out
similar-
together.
similar mannerisms for sure.
The fuck's that supposed to mean?
Well, I
what's
think
you
you guys
mansplaining something to me, motherfucker.
Well, I think that maybe you guys have adapted a very similar fighting style. And that it's
No, I've
actually
never
gonna be,
seen him fight, dude. I
and
don't
it's
know
gonna
what the
be a-
fuck's he adapt.
It's
what
going to
is
be
adapt-
well, your training regimen is so similar.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
watched a lot of Lord of the Rings and Star Wars.
Abstract. Oh, good.
Yeah.
you're
I
gonna
really
be
haven't
really
actually.
good at
I've seen
this.
Yeah.
like the first
See, I've watched
2,
action movies.
maybe
he don't,
3.
so
Star Wars.
I got
Okay.
the upper
Well,
hand.
he watches the UFC, which is
better,
translates.
but I watch.
I'm also a huge Brooklyn
uh,
Nine-Nine fan.
I watch Jackass.
Just cops and
so-
fighting on that.
Also, if Tanner does this, I will not budge on the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's what we're doing. It's what we're doing only.
Then you got to take 3 shots before you guys fight.
Yeah, we'll call it the triple homicide.
I don't know.
To even the odds?
No, it's just the
No, I
bit.
don't know.
That's the bit.
Just have fun.
Yeah,
You
it's,
just throwing one in there?
it's the bit.
It's the bit?
Yeah, they call it the triple homicide. Fight on 3 shots of tequila.
What?
Jose Cuervo.
Weapons are allowed.
I don't know.
Wooden weapons. No shivs. No pointy objects.
I am a weapon.
Those are allowed.
I'm a
Just
white belt. I'm
no
a weapon.
insertion. I'm a white belt.
I think
I'm
Tanner's
a-
a brown belt.
I'm a white
I
belt.
think it's like one up from white.
No.
Is it?
It's like right before black.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
You might be fucked.
Well, so here's the other thing about like a lot of martial arts. Every martial art has a different belt system. Like all of them are different. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu it goes from white as an adult to blue.
As an adult.
As an adult, it goes from white to blue.
To purple.
To purple.
To green.
Nope. To brown.
Oh,
And
to
then
black.
To black.
There's only 4 belts.
5.
There's 5. I missed one.
Is it is it purple?
No,
Green.
goddammit, you're throwing me off.
No, you named them all.
Is it yellow? Is it Lello?
White, blue, purple, brown, and black. No, I did say 5.
That's
White, purple, brown, and
I know how
black.
to count, man.
White, blue, purple.
Oh shit,
brown,
you did, bro. I'm missing
and
one, bro.
black. And then
Red, blue, green.
technically there is another belt after that, but you don't
Second
really
degree?
achieve it. Well, no, second degree is that's just stripe. I'm like I'm a
Galaxy?
second degree white belt.
Teal.
So that would there's like 5 stripes you get until the next belt
Oh,
takes about
fuck
4
that.
months
You
of
have to like
stripe.
perform a submission to do it, to get it.
No, it's just about it's a curriculum you go through. You have to learn everything, and then they test you, and then they see if you're ready. And
It's like school, but for
Yeah.
fighting.
So, would
So-
you lose weight doing this? You say?
you certainly can if you change the diet around and eat less calories while you're doing it. Yeah, you will absolutely.
James, you want to join it?
So, it's really fun, but it's also very damaging to the body. So, fight October 31st.
I'm gonna whip
Fright
some
night.
ass. I'm gonna whip some ass.
Fright night,
I'm gonna beat
everybody.
this motherfucker's ass.
It's gonna be this
Yeah.
motherfucker versus this motherfucker right here.
Yeah, and he's dead.
And then I might challenge jujitsu someone there.
Jeez.
Specifically, who was
Wait
it?
a minute.
Tanner.
Who's Tanner?
Tanner.
Oh,
Tanner,
bad.
you're going down. Maybe.
You're going down to the deep.
I don't know. You really have to.
You going
agree to
Dawn?
this. I don't even know Tanner that well.
It's
Sweet
okay.
ass.
Now you came to one of our parties, so
I've met him like
Yeah.
a few times for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Hung out,
Kid
been
Rock.
drunk with him. Yeah.
You got Tanner's Kid Rock. You're
Grant.
no, you're the one dead guy. Chris Cornell.
Oh, shit.
Chris
I mean,
Cornell,
you
bro.
could do it
Dude, that's an honor.
if you want to. I mean, you could, or Chris Pontius. It's one of the Chris's.
You know, I should have been named Chris. I do look like a Chris.
Yeah,
Kind
you
of.
could pull it
What's
off.
up, Chris?
Thanks. I'm gonna change my name.
Chris? No, it's spelled with a K too. Just one S, Chris.
Dude,
Chris
that's kind of
Cornell.
badass, bro. That's an OG name
Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
with a K.
Chris.
Well, that looks like it's
It's
short
like
for
Kevin with a
Kristen.
soft P.
Yeah, but it looks like it's short for Kristen when
Soft
you do
P.
that.
What the?
Kristen? Nah. You just keep it Chris, bro.
No, spell with an X in there somewhere.
What even better, crisp.
Crisp.
It's like with a K.
You gotta change your first name to Coco.
They call me Crunch.
Or Captain.
Captain, yeah.
Captain Crisp.
Yeah.
Like, what did you try to go for a breakfast cereal and not recall it quite right? Or
It's,
Yeah.
it's had
Like,
something
no,
to do
dude.
with the weed, the contemplation.
it's my rap name. It's
Good-
Captain Crisp.
Chris,
Because everything I say is fucking crispy.
crispy. This is the deep freeze where we talk about everything chili.
You guys ever heard of a crisper?
Yeah.
Is that one of those
it's in the
taquitos?
fridge.
No.
It keeps your vegetables crisp.
That is a crisper.
Yeah.
That's not the crisper.
What the
I'm
fuck is a
talking
crisper
about.
in the fridge? Never heard of
Crisper.
that.
I'm not 100% on what it is,
Oh god.
but
Oh.
I'm gonna kind of go into this territory a little bit. I believe a CRISPR, or CRISPR in general, is a genetics company that experiments on fetuses.
Ow.
And they're making human hybrid babies. I'm not.
Oh.
That might be a separate thing, but I think that's what CRISPR is.
I bet
Hybrid babies.
they're growing them for the Olympics.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing deer human child, so they can get the highest high jump.
Fucking cheetah. Quickest sprint.
Doing gorilla mans. Dude, gorilla men would be the new super soldier.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Gorillas are fucking huge. And they're like,
A powerful gene editing tool called CRISPR-Cas9, which this
Ooh.
month nabbed a Nobel Prize in chemistry for 2 female scientists.
that sounds nasty.
It can cause serious side effects in the cells of human embryos, prompting them to discard large chunks of their genetic material.
Ew. Bruh. What?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it's a gene editor. What the fuck, bro? Hell no.
That's like playing God.
Well, yeah, it's science. It's figuring out what the fuck God does.
Could you use it on you, like right now?
No,
Oh.
no, you would have to be a fetus, I believe.
What's-
Unless you can.
Wait, what's stopping them from making something like that for actual living organisms at this point?
That's what they're doing.
No, like they're making it an embryos, like like a fully developed one person.
That's probably hidden. It's probably
Yeah, it has
that's
to be
probably a
hidden, bro.
program that has to exist. You know.
Yo, you want to get down into conspiracy, there's a lot of weird shit
So
going
if you're a
on.
Marvel Comics fan,
Oh.
I mean, I read. I mean, I've been following them recently. I haven't read them.
or just superheroes in general,
Yeah.
you would know that in every superhero genre ever, the government always involves itself in creating like a super soldier serum of sorts,
Yeah.
just to like make the perfect soldier,
Yeah, they do actually.
and that's very common. Like upon like government
You think that's what they're
conspiracies.
doing right now?
I don't
They're
know.
making
Fuck.
super soldiers?
Who knows? I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't doubt it, but like,
I wish I was one.
damn.
I want to hope that they're not, because if they do, come looking for me. I want to be like that. That's an exciting life, you know. Just like the government abducts you,
You think they can
turns
like?
you into like a Captain America type or like a Wolverine type.
You think the government steals embryos and just sends, grows them up and sends them out to war?
Actually, wait, what?
You think they steal like frozen embryos and send, or, like, uses them to like go out and like grow the kids up and send them out to war,
I don't know.
like make their own army?
Well, yeah, maybe
That's how you can make a super soldier.
that is how you
whole
can
army
just
of 'em.
brainwash them from birth.
Yeah.
We're giving you ideas because you
Yeah,
guys are
hey,
shit. at
Biden,
coming
give
up
us a
with it.
promotion.
Yeah. Oh my God, I gotta drink another.
Only
How many have you had?
Two.
Oh, that's too many.
Too many, dude. Drinking a beer and driving somewhere isn't gonna do anything.
It was like 40 seconds down the road, but oh well.
Stop
Not
incriminating
I
yourself,
mean, it's
boys.
illegal as fuck, and you will get a DUI.
Yeah, and it'd be fucked.
Well, I don't know. Would you, or would you just get open container? Because if you're not drunk, technically,
Depends if you blow. You get drinking while driving and DWI.
okay.
But if I get pulled over, I'm chucking that in the back seat and it's gonna soak up in the carpet. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I was
What's
gonna
that smell of
say.
alcohol in the car, sir? Oh, I spilled a beer in the back
I just had to
It's
open.
like, what were you doing? I was cleaning my car.
Yeah. it just-
while I was driving.
Yeah.
It's fucking cracked.
I didn't know it was back there.
We got into super soldiers, the government creating them, seeing if it was a thing.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't
Yeah.
know if it's a thing, but it's a fun idea, I think.
Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like,
gotta get Morgan on this fucking podcast.
And I was
talk
saying,
about that shit.
I was saying, if they are doing that, I want in.
Gorilla Man.
Dude,
that's
yeah.
certain death.
I want to be
though.
a wolf man.
I'd be like a lion.
Oh, like
man.
fucking
like a cat man.
X-Men, like the mutants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Mutants.
like
Maybe.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
Also.
Deadpool's cool. He's
Deadpool's
fucked up
cool as
though,
fuck.
but he's cool.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Yeah, he's all right. They
mean,
make
he's
him
a
out to be
dick.
good.
Yeah.
So if there are human animal hybrids,
I'll eat them.
I would be like a mountain lion man mix.
Ooh.
Mountain lion man mix.
Shit. I'll be like BoJack Horseman. I'll be part horse.
I don't know how that works. So you're like black.
Is this how furry communities start?
Oh no!
Oh no.
No!
Wait, mountain lion man mixes?
Well,
No,
like
no, that
like
was-
envisioning themselves as
Oh, no,
human
no, no,
animal
no, no, no.
hybrids.
No, I'm gonna mutate just strong. I'm not gonna mutate into an animal. I'm gonna mutate into something that's just strong. How about that?
want the laser eyes.
Oh.
I want wings,
Ooh.
like legit
Without hurting.
angel
That'd be-
wings, and then like some healing, or like be a little bit more durable so I can handle landing and shit, and like
Yeah.
fighting crime.
Like
If I would, I don't think I'd fight crime if I got superpowers. I think that doesn't make sense,
What the fuck would you do?
right?
Like, there's no other reason not to be like.
Like I'd have to move to New York where there's like bad crime all the time. Like what in Kansas City, I'm just beating up homeless people, which is
like-
frowned upon.
You really are.
I mean,
Yeah.
at first when you get the superpowers, you'll do everything you'll ever wanted to do without getting hurt. But then after that, it's like, what the fuck else is there to do?
Yeah,
You fucking fuck shit up.
You can fly over the world if you have wings, bro. Just fly around the world.
yeah, exactly. I could migrate. I'd go on vacations easy, no gas money, just like food.
How you gonna take your family though when you have a family?
Well, if you got to shit while
Fuck
you're
'em.
in midair
Yeah,
above
that's
the
true.
Atlantic,
Business trips.
Huh?
and what if you get like worn out too? You got to take a nap.
Well, you don't like flat. You soar. You get to a soaring like.
Yeah.
Basically, you're just doing this for like ever. It's what airplanes do.
I guess if you're superhuman, you could just like launch yourself up to 14,000 feet and go.
I think it's just like a bird, really. You just fly like they do. You gradually climb, and then, because birds even do that. Like when, like most of the time when birds are way up there, they're just soaring.
Yeah.
They're just doing
It's
this.
funny
It's
when
like a
they soar
wingsuit.
against the wind.
Yeah.
They're just
Like-
staying in one place.
Like you can be in a wingsuit, like flying for like 5 to 10 minutes at a time.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Those
and
are
you just-
that would be
are fucking
badass.
cool.
Fuck that rush.
All
That
right.
fucking rush.
Going through the valleys and the mountains.
Dude, I would die though.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah!
Like I see those guys do it, and I'm like, that looks like literally the hardest thing ever.
Slightest movement, you're fucking tumbling.
I couldn't
Yeah,
even
and then
imagine.
you hit a rock, like they get within inches of like rocks,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, if you hit a rock, you're dead.
Dude,
You're split
so
twice.
dead.
Straight
Yeah.
down.
I've been fucking skydiving, and I went tandem, so I went with an instructor, and I can't even imagine having a wingsuit fucking falling from the sky.
Yeah, dude. No
Like-
way. No way.
It was already a fucking crazy experience.
But I want to do it I want to do it like a skydiver would skydive. You know what I mean?
Out
I
of
want
an
to
airplane?
I want to do it safe. I want to have
Ooh.
like a
Yeah,
Like
fucking
on an
parachute
open
on
field,
and
though?
shit.
that's what I did.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just go to Falcon skydiving. It's in Missouri, I think.
No, but I want a wingsuit.
Oh,
I don't want to
yeah.
have a dude strapped. I mean, I'll have to have a
tandem
dude.
wingsuit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would work.
No, they make little parachutes that like reserve parachutes, and the one you got to float down to with.
Yeah.
Cool. They have a reserve probably.
Yeah, they do. Wingsuits. Yeah, because you can't land in a wingsuit.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
'Cause you-
Are
Yeah,
you
parachutes
saying-
are like come equipped. What the fuck?
Are you saying you want to fly with somebody?
No.
Oh, I was
I'm
like,
saying
yeah.
I don't want to fly.
I was like, what the fuck?
You probably can
can't.
fly somebody with a wingsuit if they have one
No,
on too.
that'd be so dangerous
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
need training
to
first.
fly with someone.
Yeah.
But flying by yourself would be safer than flying with someone. dude.
Well, yeah. Yeah. If you're flying in a wingsuit, you got to be by yourself, but you have to train for it because if you try to just improvise, you're fucked. You don't
Practice in
understand
those wind
aerodynamics
tunnels.
quite the way you should.
Oh, you're jumping out of an airplane. You could do it if they're like strapped to your stomach and they hold their limbs in.
Well, usually the wingsuit's off of a base jump, not
Okay.
out of an airplane.
Yeah, it's usually a base jump.
Oh,
That's why it's not as bad because you don't gain terminal velocity. So
you'd be going hella fast.
I take it back a
actually,
little bit
yeah.
You're
'cause
going like
when I skydived from an
100 miles an hour.
airplane, I was at 14,000 feet. I hit terminal velocity, but when you base jump, I don't think you ever hit that. You can.
What's terminal
but
velocity?
as fast as you can go
yeah, as fast as you can drop.
because of gravity. Everything has the same terminal velocity, I think, or it's
Yep.
yeah.
Well, I don't know.
How fast is
I
it?
think so.
Look it up. See, that's why we need a laptop in the middle.
Well, I know that with wingsuit, you get to like over 100 miles an hour easily.
Yeah.
Like,
Terminal's like 170, 150,
yeah.
something like that.
Especially when you're like wingsuiting through them canyons
Ooh.
and they like pass at each rock at like 80 to 100 miles an hour.
And every time you turn it, fucking puts. It's like you're on a skateboard, pressure, and it makes you fucking. fly.
150 miles per hour usually.
Okay.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Is that terminal velocity?
Mm-hmm.
What's
Yeah.
wingsuit speed?
That's
Oh,
insane
that's
that we
it.
can't go any
Thanks,
faster.
Huh?
That's crazy that we can't go faster because vehicles can take us faster than that shit.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they have torque and power behind it. Never
That's just the
mind.
pull of gravity, though.
Yeah,
I guess
on a
isn't
base
it?
object of base mass.
Yeah.
Science, bitch.
You call me Jamie.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
joke.
all right, Joe.
Yeah.
100 miles an hour.
100 miles an
Oh.
hour.
You're going a little
Okay.
bit faster.
We're both right. Right on.
So,
shit.
I mean,
Yeah, this
I
is
thought about the
bullshit.
wingsuit. It was something I considered, but I was like, I don't think I have the money for that hobby.
well, it's expensive, yeah.
I
Dude,
would, yeah.
I wanted to
it
fucking
looks
buy a
very expensive.
paramotor, one of the backpack fucking fans with the parachute and do that, but used and it just for the backpacks like $3,500, and you add a parachute on top of that, then you got to fix it up a little bit because it's used. And
Jesus.
a lot of money. It's like
Yeah.
4 or 5K.
Well, and it should be this expensive if you're gonna
It's-
risk killing yourself every time you try to get like enjoyment out of the thing you're doing.
Funny
you know?
thing, the most dangerous
Yeah,
part
yeah.
is taking off.
What?
Because as soon as you get up in the air, you have the parachute
Sorry
on.
about
So if the thing fails, you just float down in the parachute.
Should be good. My shit don't stink, bro.
Oh shit!
I like to be cautious.
I eat my greens.
Hey,
Oh, it stinks.
oh, that stinks. Whoa.
This.
Hey boys, I'm
Wow.
gonna give it a last call on podcast. Any last words you want to say?
Any last words?
What's going on in your life? What are you doing? How you been? What do you want to tell the camera?
Go check out my YouTube channel, Rivermouth Official. Follow me on Instagram. This is Grant's page. And then if you ever want my Snapchat, you're probably not going to get it. That's private, okay? It's private information. And I think that's pretty much it. Oakley dokley.
And
Let's get a smoke.
last but not least, this is the Deep Freeze. I'm drunk. My name's James, and thank you for watching Dude Life TV. This is Grant, and that's Luke.
Thanks for having me.
And go fuck yourself. I'm proud you remember that.
You got a different scene?
My name's No, I don't have a different scene. I'm out of touch.
Hey, let me turn the AC down too so it doesn't make noise.
I haven't done like legitimate acting since I went to
Have you
college
seen
for it,
Superbad?
like 3 years ago. Yeah, I love it.
All right, what's that little speech he gives to them in the Jonah Hill gives to the dudes in the parking lot or something? Then he gets hit by the car.
I wish I remembered it,
Fuck.
but god damn it, that is a good one for a comedic monologue.
That would be. Well, I'll look it up.
Any Jonah Hill monologue is amazing, actually. My name is Grant Gilbo. I'm performing a monologue from the outlaw Josie Wales. I come here to die for you. I'm not gonna seriously. It's a monologue series with Grant, Zella, Josie Wales. I come here to die with you, or live with you.
Shit.
Fucking TP your whole house, son.
Fucking.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm coming for you, Hulk Hogan. That's right. On balance, off balance, it don't matter. Oh yeah. Cream of the crop.
I got a great wig I can put on.
We're good, dude.
Oh, little boy, when you grow big and strong, just like your old man here, well, does he?
Shit.
What the?
Adversity, bro.
Gotta go.
All right, man. Well, we will see you. Oh, it's still white outside.
Good luck on the fight. Yes. 6.
Oh, wow. Well, alrighty, man. You have drive safe, and I'll let you know when I get that shit edited. Yeah, for real.